MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
It was in this very studio at Maryland Public Television that we taped our first episode in October of 1981. Little did I know then that this ride would last for 45 years. Now, our first test subject was a Ford Escort. It was their world car. It was also the best-selling car in America, and it still ranks 4th on Ford's all-time sales list. We'd love to take some of the credit for that success, but I doubt our fledgling show had that kind of impact. Not yet, anyway. So join me now for a look in our own rearview mirror, starting all the way back in 1978 when we did our pilot episode. The dying days of the big American land yacht, the dawn of the front-wheel drive revolution, and the start of a new television series about cars.
Welcome to MotorWeek. I'm your host, John Davis, and I'm glad to have you with us.
We got the green light for production in the summer of 1981, but with only 12 weeks to get on the air, the first challenge was finding the right people. To narrow it down, I looked in the parking lot to see what everyone drove. Based on that, Craig Singhas was an easy choice. He drove a Shelby Mustang. Joyce Braga, our first news reporter, drove a Porsche 924, so I knew she had the goods.
Here's how it works.
Even at these speeds, the Escort doesn't respond as well as we'd like. It took a slow 6 seconds. 5 or less would be better.
Those early shows were really a learning experience. We were all car enthusiasts, but we had never actually tested a car before.
Overall, handling was good.
We taught ourselves how to lay out a slalom and to measure braking. It was really just a matter of doing the test in a scientific fashion, but also making it look good for television. One shtick we used for years was to have a staffer act as the official timer, or to meet the car and collect the data from each braking run. This resulted in more than a few close calls as we also learned about track safety. Our first track was the seaplane ramp at Martin State Airport in Baltimore. And if you goofed up in the slalom, you could either go down the ramp towards the river or into a row of parked transit buses. Luckily, we soon found 7580 Dragaway, which became our local proving grounds for more than 30 years. Today, our home track remains in Maryland, Boonesboro's Mason-Dixon Dragway. We quickly added road courses to our repertoire, first at Summit Point in West Virginia, along with Virginia's Dominion Raceway and dozens of others. Of course, our annual pilgrimage to Roebling Road Raceway near Savannah, Georgia, is still a welcomed winter reprieve. Because the early episodes had no regular feature segments, we had the luxury of time to show details like the location of the spare tire, where to check the fluids, and also to have a little fun.
It makes for great fun that the U.S. ski team isn't planning to use this wagon as an ambulance.
As the cars became more sophisticated, so MotorWeek evolved to keep pace. By season 6, we began to feel boxed in and moved the show outside, where the highways and byways of the world became our backdrop.
We went to challenging road.
The MotorWeek app, which includes our latest reviews and feature stories, is now available for mobile devices.